Hello everybody, so today I'm reviewing Locke, directed by Stephen Knight, starring Tom Hardy. Tom Hardy's the main person of this film, but it's because there's phone calls in the film as well, and you do get some other actors' voices in here, and voices that I recognise, like Olivia Colman, and also there was another person that I Alice Lowe, who was recently in Sightseers. But the story of Locke is, Ivan Locke is in his car, he gets this phone call that can threaten his job and his life and many things of him as a person that can threaten his whole life, pretty much. I've just messed up that storyline right there, I apologise for that. But that's the story of Locke. Locke is set completely in a car, and this is a really, really well done film and shows that Tom Hardy is an absolutely brilliant actor that can take on so many different roles. He is meant to be Welsh in this, I believe, and does the accent very well, and his character is very mesmerising. There's something very interesting about him. Locke is a really interesting film. Tom Hardy is the one that takes this whole film and shines and keeps you interested the whole way through. I've heard two people say that this is the worst film they've seen this year. That just what other films? They said it was one of the worst films they've ever seen. What other films have you been watching if you think this is one of the worst films? This film, like, that's your opinion, yes, but it's not one of the worst films. This is a film that is quite original with this idea. We have had these sort of films before. I don't know if this can really relate to it, but I mean, like, you had films like Buried and that sort of thing with someone being stuck in just one location, the whole film being in one location. With Locke, it's just him in the car the whole film. Sometimes they come out the car and they feel like the motorway and stuff, and the cinematography is actually really nice for a film that's just set in a car. But the whole film, for being set in a car, is incredibly interesting. It is about an hour and 20 minutes long, but it just works. The whole film works. It kept me interested the whole time. I was not bored by this, and I know some people could be like, but it's just Tom Hardy in a car talking on the phone the whole film. It's just really interesting, and how he reacts to everything, and you can tell that some stuff that he's doing is improvised, but it just feels real and realistic, and it's a very interesting, well-made film. Locke gets a 9 out of 10 from me. I'm doing a very short review of this today because I don't really want to go too much into it, because I feel like you should just go sort of blind to this film. Now, the trailer, I loved the trailer for this film because it doesn't give away anything, and it's really great for that, because you see so many trailers now and you're just like, just seen the whole film, haven't I? But the trailer of this is just so different and interesting and had me interested to go and see this, and I went and saw it straight away when it came out. Locke is a really interesting film. Tom Hardy is the one that just takes this whole film because he's the main person in the film, but he is just absolutely brilliant, does an incredible performance, and I highly, highly suggest you go and check it out. My 9 out of 10 is because of some little things I had with it, but there's not really many problems I have with it. It's just something round at the end felt a bit rushed, but it's still a really, really great film, and it's really, really great filmmaking. I highly suggest you check it out. If you've seen Locke, send on there if you enjoyed it, or if you are seeing Locke, are you excited to see it, and what's your favourite Tom Hardy film? I'm not really sure what mine is. It may be Bronson, or I do really love him as Bane, but I can't quite think what my favourite film of his is. I really love him in Rock and Roll as well, Rock and Roller. But I'm babbling on now and stuff, but that is my review of Locke. I hope you enjoyed this review, and I shall see you again very, very soon. Goodbye.